Like, comment, subscribe, and let's do this.
It has now been 30 races since a Ford has gone to victory lane this year.
The other thing these guys are going to have to be careful if somebody runs out of fuel in the middle of this. Man, what a big problem that could create.
Man, that congested.
You can see that. If somebody run out of fuel right there in the middle of that group, it would cause a huge wreck. We've heard, oh, here's a car upside down.
Whoa.
Big time crash upside down.
It's Ryan Newman.
Jesus.
See Kevin Harvick there, Marcus Ambrose.
Ambrose is there, comes across, Harvick stops, and Newman's car comes to rest upside down on its roof. And watch the car get turned around.
I'm guessing when you have an accident like that, there's a huge risk where, like, if you're congested like that, I'm guessing other cars can crash into you and it could, like, turn into a chain reaction where a bunch of cars just hit each other and there's a huge accident. So that's insane. I hope he survived that.
Oh,
But I'm guessing he did.
Teammate Tony Stewart got into the wall, but you see it turns Ryan Newman around. As soon as it does,
Look at the
it's almost
arrow.
like that wing acts
Oh,
as
it took
to help
off.
to lift the car up. Lands on Kevin Harvick's hood.
Damn.
Johnny Sauter inside, it's 3 wide.
Making that hole.
Forced his way to the middle.
Middle of 3. You're middle of 3. Come on, 13.
How
You
fast
gotta
are these
get
cars
coming to you.
going?
Not over. Keep digging.
They're crashing.
Middle of 3.
Rose and they're
Keep
crashing.
digging.
Whoa.
Crashing
He
up
did
and
like
over.
a whole spin onto his like tires again. Did you see that?
Keep digging.
They're crashing.
Middle of 3.
Rose and they're
Keep
crashing.
digging.
Crashing up and over.
Damn.
And Cass Gralla
He's very
looks
lucky.
to me like will win
For
this
what it
race.
was,
No
he's
surprise
very
to me
lucky.
that exiting the corners when the trouble happened. It just was a very aggressive push.
Yeah, it looked like Grant Enfinger was trying to help. Ooh, look at Matt Crafton up and over. There's
Damn.
Johnny Sauter up in the middle of the mess.
You market watchers, you can't like seeing this because one of those two lines of cars behind you is going to start to move, and you have to guess which one.
Well, that's why he's doing what he's doing. He's just mirror driving all over the racetrack.
Oh, trouble!
Whoa.
Over once and a half and on his roof. Now the car tumbling hard onto the pavement.
That's crazy.
Caution is out.
How fast are these cars going? Because they're just whizzing by. How fast are they going? And to a point where, like, when you have an accident, they just fly off. In kilometers, if someone knows, tell me how fast these cars are going and put that in the comments. Oh my god.
A terrible crash.
Okay, man.
Okay, guys, back it down, back it down. We're not racing.
Was this in the mid 2000s or early 90s?
Dyson, go ahead, VP.
And there he makes contact. He comes down trying to get in front of Kurt Busch. They make contact.
Man, he took off.
Watch that thing fly.
As soon as he went sideways, he took
He
off.
lands on that road you talked about.
And then when it gets onto the racetrack again, takes another nasty flip.
Thank God for roll cages.
Watch this hit. And that's the hard one right here.
Wow.
Here's Blaney. He'll swing wide to the outside. De Benedetto will do the same. Now Harvick finds himself in the middle with minimal drafting help. Elliott leads the lane down low. Oh, Logano gets turned. Logano is upside down. He'll slam back into the racetrack on the roof of the car. The car is spinning wildly out of control. Now it flips back out onto all four wheels. Others are collected and others evade Joey
like the
Logano,
arrow on
who
top,
goes
though.
for a tumble at the end of the Alabama Gang Super Stretch. It started at the end of the back straightaway when Joey Logano got turned, and immediately the car began to get airborne. When it did, it went all the way up in the air and it came down on the roof of the car. The car then began to spin pirouettes on the banking with everybody scattering to avoid. Brad Keselowski got collected. The Logano car
From what
got
I'm
righted
seeing,
back
the
on
arrow
all
is a
four
like
wheels and then
double-edged
slid to
sword.
the bottom of the banking here at the end of the back straightaway.
To the bottom of the racetrack. Dillon.
I feel like the arrow is a double-edged sword because it can stop you, but if it faces the wrong way, you immediately just take off. Because that's what happened to him.
Hart Jr. trying to stay in front of the pack. They work their way through 3 and 4. Into the triumph they come. Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the bottom of the track. Jr. will win at Daytona. behind them.
Look at this chain reaction. Almost everyone is out of the race now.
Here we go. You can see him on the bottom. Rex starts in front. He runs in the back of the 24. Gets up on the 11. Now he's on top of the 55. Now it's just along for the ride. Watch it.
Yeah, almost everyone is out of the race
those
now.
poles, and it goes from, I don't know what, 180, 190 miles an hour. I'm just guessing, to a complete stop.
Debris all over
It
the
looks
thing.
like a toy. That's 3,500 pounds. That stock car is extremely heavy. You see here, after he's upside down, the 2 is spinning.
Oh, it
Obviously,
broke
he's
the
already lost
fence.
control, makes more contact.
Look at Jarrett in the green car. He jumped down the inside. It's putting him up into 3rd place. A while ago, we saw Jarrett and Earnhardt were capable of pull away a little bit. They're trying to bring it in.
Trouble behind. Rusty Wallace is turning over.
Rusty Wallace, 20
I
feet
cannot
in the air,
imagine being in one of
crashing.
these.
Well, I'll tell you, when they're running that close together and jockeying around position, you just know that things like
It
this.
just got disintegrated. 75% of the car is left. Maybe I'm being too generous. Maybe it's just 50% of the car left at this point. You could clearly see the roll cage. My God. And I can imagine being a spectator at like one of these races and standing right next to the fence. The air that must be produced by these cars. Because if you're standing nearby the road and a truck passes by, it has some wind to it. So I can only imagine a pack of cars just whizzing by at those speeds. It might crack an eardrum.
Are going to happen.
There's Jarrett. He gets in the line. The 66 car right behind Walter. Looked like they tapped. They touched right there, the 66. And then Rusty, he gets clipped right there. Turns sideways, and we know what happened after that. The air gets out of the car. Yeah, it looked like the 66.
That's how it always happens.
Look at Rusty's car, how high in the air.
Damn.
Real violent flips right here.
As soon as they clip you, it's done from what I'm seeing.
Oval, first oval track win. He won it in Infineon 96 races ago on the road course.
And who
half
do
a
you...
second.
Whoa,
And the 99
man.
has turned over Brad Keselowski.
What was that?
We have a caution.
What was that?
I don't know if I'm okay.
Did he just
Keselowski
take
was
off
on
on
track
his own?
for a 6th place finish.
Boy,
And we're told there was contact between Edwards
Oh.
and Keselowski.
A little crossover move here by Carl. Clean here, clean here. Just slight contact. Look at that thing go.
Damn.
That looks so much like
That's
Edwards'
all it
turnover at
takes.
Talladega off
Just
the
a little
bumper of
clip.
Keselowski.
It really did.
You're done for today.
The 18, the 42 collects the 17 as well.
Whoa.
The 62 upside down.
Whoa. Man. I'm sorry for pausing a lot because I don't know anything about NASCAR. So I want to know if all these races, do they start at the same time or what happens? Do they go at separate times or is just a full-on start for everyone at the same time? Because the way they're bunched up, I think they start up at the same time. So if you're in the middle of the pack, I guess that saves you fuel, if I'm not wrong, because you don't have much of like air resistance. All the cars at the front of the pack just cut up the air for you, and you get to save fuel. Look at how he spun in the air.
57 laps complete this time by, and look at this pack. Trouble off trouble.
There's some
Newman
old
slams
footage.
the wall. Man, comes Schrader, and Newman is in the air and over. Brian Newman, last year's
His
rookie
whole
of the year,
axle
on the
came
rear
off.
end ripped from the car.
The whole axle
as he
came off.
slides down the asphalt, and when that car hit the grass of the tri-oval, Ryan Newman went upside down.
Let's watch her here and see what happens. Oh, Kenny Schrader got out of control, got into him. Oh, that's what happened, Mike. His right rear tire came off. Car goes airborne, then
Look
when
at
it
the
hits the ground,
axle.
it digs in and just rips it apart.
The whole thing.
Let me tell you, the way these cars are inside, he's like he's in a capsule in there.
Here they come off the fourth corner. Ernie Irvin leads them down now. Is he going to win the Winston 500? Jimmy Spencer is second. They come through the tri-oval. Checkered is waving. Ernie Irvin wins, and Rusty spins and gets airborne. And flips wildly right at the start-finish line.
That's insane.
Reminiscent of his accident.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I had to see that again. Man, did you see the distance he flew?
The Winston 500. Jimmy Spencer is second. They come through the
At the
tri-oval.
end,
Checkered
too.
is waving. Ernie Irvin wins, and Rusty spins and gets airborne. And flips wildly right at the start-finish line. Very
took
reminiscent of
off.
his accident at Daytona.
That's
Earnhardt comes
scary.
down on the inside, trying to draft Rusty and go right out of the picture, and it looks, there he is. Earnhardt right up on the back bumper of Rusty, and he does touch him.
That's why
That clip, man, I'm telling you, as soon as they clip you, it's over for
because
you.
he touched Rusty Wallace to start this situation, it looks like.
And the car overturns about
This
6
is
or 7
bad, too.
times, pirouetting on its
So that
nose.
like he didn't
Does
cause a chain
anybody have
reaction.
anything left for the race leader, Ryan Newman, off turn 4?
Checkered flag is waving at the start-finish line. Who will get here first? Newman down. Oh, he's going to get turned. Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin across the line. Denny Hamlin will go back-to-back. Newman flipping across the start-finish line in an amazing finish. Here in Daytona. We want to make sure that we know exactly when the caution flag came out. Denny Hamlin will go back-to-back here at Daytona. Boy, it all broke out coming off turn number 4. Newman got turned, and Denny able to get by, Blaney able to get by. All of our attention down there. We'll update you there on Ryan Newman, Ryan Newman in a moment. But it's back-to-back for Denny Hamlin. Let's go to pit road.
All right, it is a magnificent chess game that is being played here. Oh, trouble! Ricky Rudd slamming toward the wall, crashing, rolling over, side over side.
As soon as it turns around,
Ricky Rudd.
they almost look similar. All of them almost look
Side
similar.
over side several times.
And he's up a little bit higher. If you notice, he's up pretty high coming off that corner. Now, if Riddle hit him, I don't know.
I want to know, how much power do these cars have, man? Because the slightest touch just takes them out of control. The slightest touch, I'm telling you.
Could have touched him right there, because all he had to do was just get a little sideways. But it looks like the car just got a little sideways, and just the car.
And it looks like that still holds true even in the
The
past.
wind acts like you hit each other. And
It was the same
all
in
he
the
had to do was
past.
break the car loose, and then when these cars get sideways, they're bad about doing
Yeah.
just what you see here.
As soon as you get
It
sideways,
just looks like
you're a plane
a
at
lot
that
more
point.
moving around. Ricky, I think, is real lucky.
If that 09 can
You
stay
take
hooked
air.
to the back of that 99, it's going to be hard to get him. It's going to be close right here at the line.
Can Keselowski try to win it?
I don't know. I don't think he can step out until he waits till the last second and picks up.
Yeah, it's about to happen.
Edwards going, oh, no, he turns him.
No.
Oh, and that destroyed the front
That's
end
nasty.
of Newman's car.
No.
Edwards will not make it to the flag.
Oh,
Brad Keselowski won this race.
unbelievable.
Carl Edwards' car destroyed, and Junior's protege, Keselowski, the winner, and Carl Edwards is moving around and ready to climb out.
Did he win that?
But watch, the 09's going to look to the outside where he already has. Carl went up to block him a little bit. Now he's going to come down to try to block him again, and you get one shot at it, but you don't get two. Watch this.
What a lick.
Man.
Oh, my gosh.
On the
Unbelievable.
fence. On the
I've
barrier.
been looking very carefully at the catch fencing that held, and I did not see any debris go into the grandstand, and that certainly is
unbelievable.
It's very
Yeah, I would
gratifying
have
to
pooped
see.
my pants if I was in the crowd and I saw that right above my head. Imagine you're not paying attention and you just hear that sound of that car just ripping through that fence. That must be scary. So all of these are insane. I do hope people tell me how fast these cars can go, because it's insane the speed I see from the video. Like, I can't tell how fast they're going, but I can tell it's pretty quick. These are not normal cars. Even on racing car standards, these look pretty fast. So I will definitely be reacting to more NASCAR videos so I can learn more, because I don't know anything about it. I know of NASCAR, but I don't know anything about the sport. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.